It's 6:45 in the morning and we're heading towards the weekend. So what better time for updating you on the latest stuff that I picked up on the DJI Mavic 3. Will we see the new DJI Mavic 3 on the event that DJI has announced on September 8th. I'll definitely comment on that in the end of the video. When the first leak started to appear some days back from drone Modellismo, which was basically some sketchified images that was showing more or less details of the new DJI Mavic 3. A lot of you noticed a radical different change to the camera design in front of the drone. It does seem that the majority of you are not really big fans of this new leaked camera design. Not too long after the sketches were published, we started to see some pictures of the actual drone. But these are not real pictures. Those are renderings made public by a Twitter channel called DealsDrone, I think they're called. Make sure to link them in the description below. But those are not real pictures of the drone. Those are renderings made by a very skilled 3D artist that has interpreted the information and made these fantastic 3D renderings. I will only post one of the pictures here and then I will link the Twitter profile in the description below so you can go see the rest of them. But at least this will give you an idea how this new camera design could look like. So of course the next natural question is, how does this dual camera design actually work? It's supposed to be 7x zoom on the upper level and the bottom part should be a 24mm equivalent f2.8 camera using either a single or a dual sensor design. It seems everyone more or less agree this will not be, at least for the bottom camera, will be no less than a 1-inch sensor like we have seen from the Air 2S. So I ran across a video from a channel that's called the Creators Cup that took a deep dive analysis and reverse engineered this camera design to show his bet on how DJI will solve this challenge if they had to use a single sensor design. This video was super cool and very well made. So I will make sure to leave a link for the Creators Cup YouTube channel in the link below so you can go and watch the video for yourself. This video highly justifies that it might be possible to do the design with a single sensor and then simply using prisms or mirrors inside the camera to redirect the image from the outside. I really like his way of thinking. Well done. Also, there's been some speculations about what about the gimbal lock, if that could serve a different purpose than only for storage. Because let's be realistic, this acrylic cover that you put over the gimbal, even though it's annoying sometimes, it's still a very low practical solution and really doesn't justify the extra work that DJI needs to put in and cost as well to make like an automated lock on the gimbal by itself. So the speculation is clearly if this is going to support a new feature out there, maybe this will be the drone where we see fully support for the DJI FPV goggles. And to be able to do that, you need to limit the amount of movement that the gimbal is being able to do, because otherwise you would lose complete orientation when you fly it with the DJI goggles. What do you think? Will we see support for the DJI FPV goggles with the Mavic 3? Have you subscribed to the channel yet? Don't you think it's about time? It would be really appreciated. DJI announced an event they called Hi Five that will be going down on September 8th, I think. So it's sometimes next week. And there's been some speculations if this will be the new Phantom 5 or it will be maybe the Mavic 3 that will be announced during this event. I am pretty sure this is not what's going to happen because there's been an FCC filing about a new Osmo Mobile 5 product being sent in by DJI. And this is normally what happens when we are getting closer to a launch. They need to be able to sell their products in the US to file for an FCC approval. And that database is basically public, so you'll be able to go in and see what it is that they are doing. Sometimes they are trying to disguise the name and all that stuff in the application, but normally there's a lot of skilled guys out there that will be able to pick up what it is that they are actually up for. I'm pretty sure that we will not see the Mavic 3 on the September 8th event. And finally, a big thank you to Jasper and his DJI Mavic 3 leaks group on Facebook. That is a great source of information of all the latest and greatest what's going on around the new upcoming drone. And I will, as usual, when I'm reporting links like this, make sure to include his link, including link to the Facebook group, in the description below. I'm still wearing this. I need to wear this for a couple of weeks more. So what do you think about all of this? And have you picked up additional rumors or information about a Mavic 3, then let us know. In case you missed the previous video around the Mavic 3, where I showed the sketchified images provided by drone Modellismo, I'll make sure to link those in the description below, as well in a card up here. And as usual, I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give it a like. If you didn't like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you around.